In 1994, nearly 1 million citizens of Rwanda were brutally murdered in a genocide that still scars that tiny African nation. But in the last few years, Rwanda has made a roaring comeback thanks to self-determination, free market principles, and property rights.
More than 400 billion have been used to try to develop Africa and other third world countries. It hasn't worked. No return on investment. Say, well, we can't keep trying the things that did not work. So basically, this is a market approach. If you're gonna help, if we're gonna work, we're gonna take first the ownership. And even foreign aid, we will decide how it's gonna be used because it is our development.
Rwanda is a country that is marked by great hope, optimism, determination, self-determination, led by very strong and capable leadership with the whole country moving in the right direction.
Both South Korea and Singapore have similarities with Rwanda. They had to develop very fast. They are relatively small countries. They have to rest on the population as the main driving force for change and for private sector growth. So that is also the vision we have.
When you compare other countries, really Rwanda in terms of natural resource and different natural advantage, we actually have a lot of barrier. But really where we have the edge, it's our leadership. We really have a focus, visionary, discipline, say we're gonna develop.
We continue to develop the private sector through different incentives, legal reforms, financial reforms, skills development, and we know that in the future the private sector will take the lead.
Over the years we have made drastic reforms to improve the investment climate. Rwanda was ranked #1 top reformer in the world last year, #2 this year in the Doing Business ranking of the World Bank, and we intend to continue reforming in order for Rwanda to be the easiest place in Africa to do business.
The World Bank has ranked Rwanda #9 on the entire planet in terms of ease of starting a business. Companies in Rwanda come into the Rwanda Development Board, and get their companies registered in just 24 hours. A very positive tax structure, deregulation, and zero tolerance for corruption are all making this an increasingly attractive place to do business. What was the process like 5 or 10 years ago before this change in terms of cost and time?
Time you should maybe more than 2 or 3 months because it took long to reply from one department to another, and then before it was a percentage on the investment capital. So for example, if you want to invest something on $20 million, we had to pay 2% in the beginning. So that has been removed.
It would be about $400,000 on a $20 million investment. That's a lot more than $1,000.
One thing that you can see with Rwanda from '94 after the genocide, the foreign aid were 100% of the government budget. Today it's 40%, and you give another 10 years to Rwanda, there will be no foreign aid.
The very first time I came here was about 3.5 years ago, and the attitude is always pretty strong, and you know, there's a self-belief system involved with that, but the proof is getting out there that the system is actually working, so there's a little bit more confidence and a little bit more determination to keep pushing this model forward.
We get visited because people are impressed to see the country that was almost last in the world become shining on many fronts. We have the best health insurance system. We have reduced maternal mortality. If you look around, hygiene, environmental protection, and infrastructure, we're trying our very best, and this is becoming inspiring to some of our African brothers, and they come honestly to come and see how they can replicate.
One of the key ingredients of free market economy is property rights. And here in Rwanda, the National Land Center is registering title for parcels of land all across their country. Their hope is this will help to develop this country in its movement towards greater freedom and prosperity.
That center is there to address, you know, some of the major land issues that we have, including identifying, measuring, titling all the land parcels in the country, and clearly attaching a parcel to an owner And of course, that is going to help us a great deal in terms of avoiding social conflicts because everybody knows his parcel. It's also going to be easier to issue titles, and these titles can be used as collateral to get loans, and so on and so forth.
I think what is most impressive is that whenever you visit Rwanda, you see that change is happening in terms of infrastructure, in terms of investments that are coming in. The type of investment also is becoming more and more sophisticated.
One of the reasons Rwanda is moving so fast is this unity. The president set the vision, it was debated, it was disagreed, change, whatever, but once we decide this is our vision and this is where we are going together.
Stay tuned for part 2 of my visit to Rwanda, where I will show you how this African nation is embracing the free market and entrepreneurship. For PJTV, I'm Deroy Murdock. Thanks for watching.